Top of it. Look, man, I wanted to talk about something that is not a real popular topic, but is super important to discuss, which is parasites and fungus and these nasty creatures that live inside of, I'd say, 98 to 99% of people on this planet. It's a nasty subject, but we got to discuss it because just like you, I used to think that parasites only get inside of you maybe if you drink some bad water from like a lake or something, or you swim in it, or you eat some raw fish or something like that. But man, I've done too much research. I've learned too much, and I've went down too many rabbit holes on this subject to realize that unfortunately, man, if you're watching this, there's a 99.98% chance that you have some kind of parasite up inside you, man. Especially if your diet is not clean, you're eating the typical standard American diet. You're eating a bunch of meat, cheese, breads. I mean, just anything that's not 100% natural and raw. Like fruits, vegetables that are made from God, right? None of these fake vegetables and stuff. We'll get into that shortly, but this is something that I've really had to dive deep into, man, because I've had my share of health issues. I've noticed my skin, man. I have like dry skin, rashes that be coming on my face, man. I don't know if y'all have seen it before. I've had to deal with this for a while, man. I remember back in 2014, 11 years ago, man, I remember starting up my Instagram account. I was a young man, and I remember seeing my face. I had like these rashes on my face. My face would be red, and it would get dry and patchy. And I never knew what that was. I just accepted it like, oh, I guess my skin's just weird. It's behaving strangely. And I'm sure you guys have these weird little issues. You get certain kinds of acne popping up randomly, even though you're well into your 20s, 30s, and 40s, right? Acne is supposed to be a puberty thing you only supposed to have when you're in your teens, but yet, how many adults do you know that have weird skin things popping up? You have these weird stomach pains and just things you just kind of like, I guess I ate something bad, and you kind of brush it off. It's nothing serious. But I'm here to let you know, man, a lot of that stuff is parasites, believe it or not. And it's fungus, a lot of fungus too, mold that builds up inside of our bodies. And you got to face that reality. It's very uncomfortable. I know it's not fun to learn this, but you got to know it, man. It's like the Matrix. You got to you can keep living in the false reality, take the blue pill and go about your business and keep doing what you do. But in the back of your mind, there's something that's bothering you. You understand that something's off, right? And if you want to know what's off, you want to know the truth of what's really the problem, well, among the many problems, one of the big ones is parasites. And I'm here to tell you, man, it's all from the food that we eat and the things we drink and consume. It's all from that. Nothing more, nothing less. It's that simple. And it's amazing to think that if you just clean up your diet, you can be one of the 1% of people on this planet that doesn't have to deal with that. And that's the main thing I'm chasing after. I'm fully cleaning up my diet. As I mentioned in the previous couple of videos, I've been on my fruits and veggies for the past 2 months, no meat. And man, they got these wild dogs out here. I'm trying to keep an eye out. There's some big old dogs, man. I do not want them to look like some wolves. Man, I will kick them if they play with me, man. I'm not playing. All right, they're going to chase after them barking dogs in the distance. Anyways, the way to cure these damn parasites. Oh, another thing. pets, animals. If you got pets, parasites, bro. Cats, I'm sure you guys might have heard of this well-known, it's well known that cats in particular, domesticated cats, have parasites. And if you know it, like, I remember learning about that before I really dove into parasites, but I always knew to stay away from cats because they pretty much all of them carry these nasty parasites. And I look at chicks who are like super into cats. I stay away from those because those chicks got nasty parasites that they don't even know about. But pets, man, dogs, all that stuff, man, they carry all these nasty things. And you got to think, like, why do pets? They're always getting dewormed, right? Like all the time, it's a common thing. Pets, dogs getting dewormed, right? Those worms are parasites, man. It's nasty, right? But these parasites are an issue, man, because I mean, obviously you don't want these nasty worms up inside you, tapeworms, hookworms, just nasty. It's very disturbing. That's why this topic isn't talked about, because it's very disturbing. I know when I figured this shit out, and shout out to the Shaved Lion King, man, he really put me onto this. And really, I'm on this health journey. He really helped me out with this. And I remember one time he went live and he just went off on this parasites, and it just freaked me out. And I dove into, I researched, and it was like, it's true. The more you look into it, we all have them. And they're the reason why you got these rashes, these random ass skin problems and stomach problems, and the reason you crave these nasty foods, these sugary, salty foods. The fungus, they pretty much go hand in hand. Fungus and parasites, they're pretty much the same thing, but different kind of creatures. But the beautiful thing is, though, you can get rid of them. Yeah, you can take some dewormers yourself. They got the like horse dewormer that a lot of people were using to cure, like, I can't say that C word, the C-U-R-E word, but take care of certain illnesses. I can't even remember the name of them, but they got basically ones that you can deworm yourself, which that's a way to do it. But me, I don't want to take these nasty drugs and rely on the pharmaceutical industry if I can avoid it. So really the best way to take care of that, man, is to clean yourself out with eating a lot of fruit, a lot of liquid fruits, a lot of high water fruits. That's the key. You got your oranges, you got your melons, you have your apples, grapes. Grapes are amazing. Grapes, I don't know what it is. Grapes are like a holy, they're mentioned in the Bible. They're like a really high spiritually driven fruit. They're like a royal, like a lot of kings would love to eat grapes. It cleans you out so well. And yeah, a lot of high watery fruits, plums, anything with they're juicy. Fruits that are juicy, man, they work wonders. A lot of H3O. And that's what I was kind of pushing, man. I'm really heavily on fruits. I do eat my vegetables. Lately, I've been eating all my salads because they just, man, I love a big old salad with everything in it. I got this salad I've been making every day. It's I got my green lettuce or red lettuce sometimes. Then I got my like dandelion greens. I got my onion. Chop up an onion up in there. Cucumber, tomatoes, a whole bunch of tomatoes, avocado, chickpea. I got all that. No, I don't even need a dressing. I just literally just like that. And it's delicious, man. Like all the water from the tomatoes and the lettuce and everything it's so juicy that I don't need, I find myself not even needing dressing because it tastes great. Just like that. So that's what I'm on, man. I'm on my salad every day. And then I have a bunch of fruit in the morning, to wake up for breakfast, and then at night I finish it off with some more fruit. I have my salad during lunch. You know what I'm saying? That's like my dinner slash lunch. And then in the evening I have my fruits again. And that's what I'm on, man. I'm about to do that for the next 90 days. See how that goes. Clean myself out. You know, as I mentioned, I stopped the cashews that I've been eating that had sugar and salt on them. So my skin's already clearing up when I stopped doing that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well that can go. But that's what it is, man. You got to clean yourself out. You got to want to not be full of parasites. Because as I mentioned, man, you got any of those symptoms, just look it up. Look up parasites and symptoms and really look into it, man. There's other countries that know about this, that they clean themselves out every year because they know that people have parasites from the food that they eat. But in my mind, I'm like, why would you keep eating that food that's causing the parasites, right? And it's really crazy to think about these parasites because you would think, like, where do they come from? Especially even if you don't eat meat, you can still get these parasites. Like, for example, think of potatoes, right? Think of potatoes where if you leave a potato out, just leave a potato out and don't touch it for a month or two, what's gonna happen? You look up under the potato, you lift it up, you're gonna see worms. Where do maggots come from? You leave certain nasty foods in a trash can and you come back later, you'll just see maggots start growing out of nowhere, right? What is that? It's not like they were really in the food, but are they really? It's like a lack of oxygen. There's no oxygen to get there. It's some deep stuff, man. It's really disturbing. That's why potatoes, now, this is the formula. Think of it. This is why I eat what I eat. This is my rule. If I can't eat it raw in its natural form, its natural state, straight, how it came, how it grew, if I can't eat it straight, then it's not to be eaten. You can't eat potatoes raw. You're gonna get sick. If you eat a bunch of potatoes raw, you're gonna get sick. People gotta cook potatoes. You gotta bake them, you gotta fry them. But fruits, you don't have to cook them. You can eat them straight. Most real vegetables, or all real vegetables, you can eat them straight. All right, let's get these stray dogs. These motherfuckers got parasites. Stay away from me. Guess they just out here exploring. But yeah, you gotta be able to eat it straight. If you can't eat it straight, man, it's not good. Meat, of course. Even if you like to eat meat, think about it. If you like to eat meat, if you really were a carnivore, like those dogs, or a lion, or a bear, well, bears aren't even carnivores. Fun fact that a small percentage of their diet is meat. That's a fun fact. That was some shit I had to learn. Lions, tigers, sharks, or something. Okay, those are meat eaters, true to the bone. They eat all their meat, they eat it raw. They eat it straight, fresh off the bone. They kill the thing, they kill the animal, and they love it. They eat everything, the eyeballs, the brain, the heart, the liver, organs. And to them, it's delicious. Like, they got a face full of blood and they just revel in that. But you would never do that, right? Nobody would ever do that unless you're an insane person. All of us who eat meat, what do we gotta do? We gotta do all kind of stuff to the meat. You gotta season it so it just seasoned up. That thing covered in all kind of salt and seasonings and sauces. Then after you season it so heavily and sodium that thing down, then you gotta cook it on fire. You gotta put fire to that thing, right? You wouldn't even just season it and then eat it raw. Why? If it was really that good, if it was really what you're supposed to eat it straight. I'm not even saying go kill an animal with your bare hands like this dog right here. I'm not even saying go grab that dog, rip his head off and season him down and eat him like that. No, you wouldn't even do that. You gotta still cook this shit. So is it really food? Like, think of the programming is so deep, man. This is why I do what I do. This is why I changed my diet, man. It just came to a point. I've been wanting to change my diet for the past two to 3 years. I've been wanting to. But it's so hard. It is so hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. That's how hard it is. Because everywhere I go, I'm surrounded. It's like it's food everywhere that I shouldn't eat. It's not even really food. We got to call it what it is. It's flesh and blood. And it's starchy, man-made, hybridized vegetables, which is not real. You got to really go out your way to stick with fruit and vegetables, which is our true food. You got to really be conscious. You understand? You got to be consciously program yourself. You got to program your own self, because nobody else is going to do this for you. It's not encouraged to eat the right way. Ain't that crazy? What is encouraged is to eat the wrong stuff. That's going to get you in a hospital way sooner than you want to be. That's going to have you, one of your organs is going to fail because it's overrun with parasites. I mean, look it up. Look up the morticians. Look up the morticians that deal with dead bodies. And they'll always say the same thing, that they're full of parasites. It's all the same thing. It's actually kind of scary, right? But nobody talks about this. But all these dead bodies of these old people, right? And now I want you to do something, man. When you go out in public and you see somebody that's overweight, just pay attention to everybody. Just look at people. This is like a pop quiz, a fun thing, a fun game to play. How about that? It's a game. When you're out in public, especially fat people. People that are fat are full of parasites. No question. Full. Their whole body is just a feeding frenzy for worms and fungus. All right? Just look at them. Look at these people, these fat people. Look at their skin. It's horrible. They got all kind of marks and rashes and weird things going on. And I'm not judging nobody. It's just the truth. And that's another subject I'm gonna talk about, man, about people's feelings, man. I'm done with caring about people's feelings. I don't care. Because when you're in the hospital earlier than you need to be, or at all, you really shouldn't be in a hospital, ever. But when you end up in that hospital due to how you've been eating for decades, you're gonna think of this, me and my videos, and how I don't care about your feelings. And I was telling you the truth, but you didn't want to listen because your feelings got involved, and blase, blase. He full of worms. Y'all can see that big dude. Now let me stop. But it's true, man. It's something to think about, man. The worms, it's in everybody. The rich people, the poor people, the ugly people, the pretty people. Everybody got worms. It's like how much worms do you have? The only people that don't have worms are the ones that eat fruit and veggies only. That eat only that. No salt, sugar, no ingredients, no seasonings. just fruit and veggies, the stuff that God made, He designed for us to eat, the same way these other animals were designed to eat their food, and they stick with it. Same thing. So, but even then, even when you do eat your fruit and veggies, you still gotta wash them, because some of those things got some worms and stuff hidden. You gotta make sure you wash it with the baking soda and water. But hey, man, you gotta do your best out here, because it's crazy. You know, these parasites are advanced. They've been here before us. They've been here for millions and millions of years. They know our bodies. They know how to get up in us and be hidden. And it's deep, man. But I'm just saying this to inform you, help you out, and make the best decision so we can live long, beautiful lives. You dig? And that's it, man. It's all love, man. That's it. But I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'm going to holler at y'all in the next one, man. Peace.